You're welcome to IK Garlic Shop, where we sell all kinds of kitchen accessories, home appliances, gas accessories, and electronics of all kinds. Today is another Friday with us when we get to teach you how to use some of the items you get from us, so that when you get those items, you will know how to use them. Or if you already have them, you will know how to use them better. Now, today here, we'll be teaching you on how to use your clock, your wall clock. Now, oftentimes you do get customers that come to our office or our shop to complain to us that the engine of their clock has stopped working. Now, there are major reasons why your clock or the engine of your clock will stop working. Is the nature or the kind of battery you use in operating your clock, your wall clock. Those are the things that will affect it. Now, oftentimes I notice that the battery that people go to buy are battery that can emit water out of it. And those water that comes out of that battery destroys the engine. And the major cause is that when they put that battery in that wall clock, they leave it for a long period of time without taking note that the battery on the wall clock has already expired. Now, when the battery on that wall clock is expired, the water that comes out from it end up killing the engine of the clock. It ends up killing the engine of the clock. Now, for you to use your wall clock and it will last for you, the battery you use in operating your wall clock matters. If your wall clock is the type that uses battery, that uses normal battery, this normal either Duracell battery or whatever battery, make sure that the battery you use on it is an iron battery. Don't use a battery that can emit water out of it, because sometimes in our human nature we might forget that the battery on that wall clock has expired, and it will be emitting water out from that battery, and that water is emitting will end up destroying the engine, thereby making your wall clock not to last. So if you want your wall clock to last, the first thing you need to consider is the type of battery that you put inside. And two, always take note when you notice that the clock is no longer moving. It's no longer moving the way it's supposed to move, like it is now in a particular place, it's moving like this. So you have to take note. When you see it doing like this, you have to look at the battery. The battery is one of the major things that destroys the engine of the clock. So if you do this, you will enjoy your wall clock very well. Always make sure, like I say, the battery you use to operate your wall clock is what that destroys the wall clock. Thank you. That's all for today. See you next Friday.